Breaking news. Shalom. We got breaking news. Come on into the newsroom. Yasharo. Come on in here. And all those that are coming into the Melchizedek News Hour. Shalom, Jason Lee. Come on into the Melchizedek News Hour. We got breaking news, so I got my dramatic music on. Okay? Apollos, you can't come in my studio. You gotta go. He heard all the dramatic music, so he was like, wait a minute, it must be breaking news time. No, you gotta go over there. Go sit down. Shalom, family. Come on into the newsroom. Melchizedek News is about to start. Shalom, Sister Kaz, all the moderators coming on in. Kings and Queens coaching. Let's get this, y'all. As you see the thumbnail, it said we got breaking weather updates. Yes. Shalom, Sister Ruette. Yes. I love you. Come on in. We got breaking news. Shalom, shalom, aloha. All those coming into the Melchizedek News. Shalom, Brother Yosef. Thank you to the moderators coming on into the live chat. Yes. Come on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And shalom, shalom, shalom. Aloha, because for those that are new, I am in the Hawaiian Islands. That's right. I'm your Sistah Chayah The Elect. That's right. I'm broadcasting live from my home studio. What's up, Brother Scorpio? Yes. All those in the live chat, welcome, welcome. We got a lot going on. I'm going to be jumping in these headlines left and right. But first of all, I want to say, if you're new to my channel, welcome. You are on the right channel. This is the Melchizedek News. We represent for the Messiah. That's right. We represent for Christ. We represent for the Most High. We welcome. Look, we represent for the King of Kings. That's right. That's right. That's what this channel is all about. This is the news that keeps you up to date with everything that's going on around the world. But also you get a little, spiritual motivation. You get some encouragement. You get some word. You get a few precepts. What's up, Big Bear Living? I see you got internet over there in California land, because I just got some breaking alerts and some news from your neighbor, and she just said that 99% of San Jose and Santa Clara County is without power right now. What's really going on? Let's get into it, family. Yes, I actually just got that. Thank you, my sister Judy. I don't know if you're able to get online. She said that the power was out to about 99% of Santa Clara County over there in California. Yeah, she's over there located in San Jose. We send our prayers. We love you, my sister. We holding you down. Sister Chayah is over here holding you down. Yes. Yes, Big Bear is online today. I see you. You active today, my uncle. We love you. So, family, under the description of this video, I always include the headlines. That's right. They're all there. So anything that I talk about is linked there. And as a matter of fact, there is a funny video. It's a funny video there. I think I'm going to share it. I'll wait to the end and share it because it really is funny. But we got to get into these news headlines. So first of all, I got some good housekeeping, or let's just say this. I got some things that I have to get off my chest. Okay. So let's start there. Y'all like, what is Sister Chayah talking about? Hold on. I think I need me some ambiance type of music to calm, me down. Because because I got some things on my mind this morning. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to give me some calm music first. Okay, let me put it on. Because that'll help me, because sometimes she be a little hype. She be a little hype sometimes. So hold on. This will help. Yes. There we go. Because I'm just not starting. So calm down, Sister Chayah. But I got a bone to pick. Okay. So, y'all know it's a lot going on overseas with the Middle East and America and Iran. It's so much going on. But you may have heard that the Secretary of Defense, I don't even got his name written down. Let's just say Mr. Secretary of Defense. He was in the hospital for a minute. But didn't nobody know. Okay. And he was saying he didn't want nobody to know about his condition. I think they had diagnosed him with a cancer. He was having some treatment. I think it may have been pancreatic cancer. We're talking about the Secretary of Defense. That's who we're talking about. Okay, Mr. Secretary of Defense. The reason why Sister Chayah is putting you on blast this morning, because I just was online and I was finishing up my headlines, but I had a problem with your response. You was like, I'm a private person and I like to keep things to myself. And, I didn't think my health situation was a big deal and all this and that. Look here, sir. Look here. You are the Secretary of Defense for the United States of America. Or should I say the United Snakes of America. But anyway, how you gonna figure that you can't include us on what's going on with your health when you are the Secretary of Defense and you said that you wanted to keep it on the low and you didn't even tell your own president? I got a problem with that. I really do. I heard your speech this morning, your little press conference, and here at the Melchizedek News, we're just gonna let you know that is unacceptable. Okay, in leadership, that's unacceptable type of qualities that we look for in a leader. So I'm going to need you, sir, even with dealing with your health issues, and we sympathize with you on those health issues for sure, because we have a lot of friends, family that are struggling with illnesses and that are sick as well. But what you're not going to do is hold this title and then tell us we don't need to know your health business. Yes, we do, because right now we are in some serious hot water with Iran, who else? North Korea, Russia, Ukraine. We got a whole lot going on, and you are the Secretary of Defense, okay? We got all kind of situations with our border going on. We need to know these things. So I'm done. I got it off my chest, but I had to say it, y'all, because I just got done watching Mr. Secretary of Defense this morning. Okay, let's get on to the breaking news. Besides the fact that 99%, and this just came out, and this is my own personal sources, because Sister Chayah, she got her own intel. Okay, I love you, brothers and sisters of Zion. She got her own intel. Okay, we represent for the king over here. So 99% of Santa Clara County in California, that's outside of Los Angeles, the Bay Area. Matter of fact, that's the Bay Area. They are out of power right now. And right now, even in Hawaii, these skies don't look too friendly. So let's get into the headlines, y'all. Yes, let me cut this down now. I have my calm down music. That's right. Thank you, Sister Kaz, for holding me down. I love you, sister. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? I mean, you can't be coming to the podium as the Secretary of Defense and talking about I'm a private person and I like to keep all my affairs private. No, sir. You have given up that right to privacy when you decided to take upon that position as Secretary of Defense. Okay? And if you can't handle the heat, then get out of the kitchen. Sister Chayah has said it. All right, next. We're about to get into these headlines. Let's get into number one. As we're going through the description, I want you all to know that I have some must-watch videos that I found over the weekend. Yes. Me and Brother Yosef, we was just, stumbling, looking for things that we could watch that aren't just so corrupt and dark, and we found this great video on things in the earth like secrets and mysteries. So I included the link there. So if you're looking for something to watch today, I have under my description of this video some must watch videos like secrets in the earth. If you find like nature fascinating and you want to see all like these beautiful mysteries of the Most High and things that He's created that are all over the world and all kind of like secret locations. The internet is showing all kind of stuff right now. I tell you, it's all kind of things being exposed. So Shalom, Sister Naya, I saw you pop in there. So that's what's on there. It says absolutely must watch videos. If you're looking for something to entertain you and give you some knowledge, I recommend those videos because I learned a lot. And all I can say is amazing. The Most High is absolutely amazing. The things that I saw blew my mind. So also I have lessons by Sistah Chayah. That's in the description. That's right. Every now and then she does a few videos, a couple of messages to try to encourage y'all. I be trying my best, to encourage my brothers and sisters. I really do. I'm here. I'm y'all cheerleader. So I want us all to make it. That's where I'm at. So I'm going to be doing a message tomorrow on my live chat about depression. Absolutely. I'm going to talk about depression, particularly in the body of Christ, because I know a lot of people that are in the faith are struggling. I'm also going to include a little bit about my personal struggles with depression and what I've dealt with, what has happened in my family, even, you know, it's just depression is real and we're all vulnerable, especially in these trying times. Okay. We're living in some trying times. And so I'm going to connect some of the things that people are going through with depression and mental illness with the scriptures. I'm going to connect it and I'm going to give you some suggestions and a little insight on how you can overcome, how you can really start healing from the things that are plaguing your mind. If you're feeling right now that you're spiritually vexed, I'm going to give you some pointers on things that you can do to get that power, okay? To put on that armor of the Lord. I'm gonna just suggest some things that you can do. Amen. So if you're struggling, if you're a little down right now, whatever it is, if you're dealing with things with your job, sickness, grieving a family member that is, passed on, concerns, things that are going on in the world and you're stressed about it and you got anxiety. We're going to talk about that tomorrow on this lesson about depression, understanding depression and how to overcome and give you some hope because at the end of the day, it really is a spiritual stronghold. So with that being said, let's get into the breaking news. Okay, so number one, right before that, Sister Kaz, I had a little alert because this just came out. This is coming from Fox Weather. Fox Weather is reporting that there is a tornado watch down in Florida. Okay? Florida, y'all under alert. Because I'm trying to let y'all know these things because the news might not be saying anything. Let me get my fan on here. Yep. Sometimes the news, they don't like to tell us stuff. There we go. There we go. I had to get my fan. I got the sweating. Oh, that feels good. Okay. There I go. All right. There's a tornado watch that's been issued for Miami as well as South Florida, which faces threat of severe weather. That's today for Sunday. It says that a powerful tornado-warned storm rolls through Miami metro area. It said NOAA Storm Prediction Center has issued a tornado watch for South Florida in the Keys until this is for 2 p.m. So if you're on the West Coast, that's just around now. I guess maybe, I don't know if they've extended the warning or if it's just not ending. But it said it includes Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Fort Myers. So we got some things to unfold with this weather. But this just came into my newsroom that parts of Florida are under a tornado watch. Yes. So much going on with the weather. Okay. Let's get into the rest of the weather. Number one, let's talk about California, because California, you are on high alert right now. I pray, and my advice would have been to just leave the area if you had you know, if it was feasible for you to just be able to leave, because this is serious. So this is coming from Fox Weather as well. And it's saying that Los Angeles faces a rare, listen to the terminology, rare high risk of flash flooding as atmospheric river takes aim at Southern California. And all those that are in California, Big Bear, I know is in California. I know you all been getting probably alerts and warnings left and right. But this is also, I'm putting this out there because I need for people to understand the urgency of this storm also in other states, because what's coming is not just going to affect California. What's happening even now, because it already started, the storm, it's even raining here in Hawaii, it's going to affect Nevada as well as parts of Arizona. So it says that forecasters have highlighted Southern California, including downtown Los Angeles, for a high risk of flash flooding on Sunday and Monday. So this also extends to tomorrow. On Monday, it says due to imminent arrival of a potent atmospheric river that promises to dump several inches of rain across the region. The high risk is the highest. Okay? The high risk is the highest rung on NOAA's flash flood threat scale, and is only issued under the most dire of flooding forecasts. So what I'm trying to say, that this is an extremely dangerous storm that is approaching the West Coast and has already started dumping rain. Like I said, when I came on, Sister Judy, who was in San Jose, already told me that Santa Clara County, they're without power already. So they anticipate massive power outages, among many things. So let's talk about some more about what's going on with this weather. Do y'all like me? Look, y'all like my little meteorologist? Look here. Sister Chayah up here wearing all kind of hats. She thinks she a meteorologist now. I must have like a little bit of like inner meteorologist in me, okay? I know I'm a news lady, but I probably could have did the weather. But anyway, she's doing it now. So, hey, in USA Today, I'm your girl. So when y'all get ready, All right, number two. And this is coming from USA Today. Hey, USA Today. Hey, there they go. Y'all see me? They know me. USA Today. We got the Pineapple Express. And that's what they're calling this storm. Grim California weather forecast says big cities could face life-threatening floods. Listen to the terminology and the words being spoken, family. They are saying life-threatening flooding. And a number of people, even on this live, saw the footage from San Diego. Was that week before last? It was really bad. I know Sister LaQuanda, she has family over there in the San Diego area. Hey, twin. And we praying for your family. I know you've been in communication with them. But man, that same area is about to get hit again. It says forecasters on Saturday issued dire warnings. That's why I keep saying, y'all, these are dire warnings about another atmospheric river system taking aim at California, particularly in the city areas. That's what they're saying, the cities. 3 to 6 inches along, it says also between 6 to 12. Another thing about like what's going on right now, the high surf, the tide. Because even here in Hawaii, we have a high tide warning for through this evening. And it's actually pretty high. I drove just the other day around the ocean, and I noticed that the waves were up there. So we have a wind advisory as well here in the Pacific, as well as high tide, because you know the Pineapple Express is coming from here to over there. Yeah, how they do that? I wonder. You know. Anyway, number 3. Let me see. On top of the fact that we got the storms, let's talk about the other threats with this atmospheric river. This has been updated just yesterday afternoon. We had a 3.9 magnitude earthquake that shook Northern California coast. A preliminary magnitude 3.9 earthquake that struck off of the Northern California coast near Humboldt County. That was yesterday. Okay? So, with this weather, what did you say, Big Bear? You have to put it back in the chat. It went back too fast. As with this bad weather in the Pineapple Express, it's actually going to bring threats of potential more earthquakes. Now, I talked about this the other day about here in the Hawaiian Islands, particularly next door, which is the Big Island. They have had over just the last, let's say, 3 days, over 2,000 minor earthquakes. I'm not exaggerating with the number. 2.0 magnitude or higher, they have had over 2,000 earthquakes in the last 72 hours. So something is not right. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say something is not right. And then California got hit with that. But then, hold on, let's go to number 4. Number 4. Let's see what's going on with here. It was also, because let me see, they had a 3 point, what was that one? Hold on. It's been a couple of earthquakes here. It was a 3.9 off the Northern California coast. Now, that was yesterday afternoon. But the Bay Area, you see what the news is not telling you? This is why you need to be here on my channel. There was a 3.4 that was off the coast of San Francisco. Yes, and that was right at 1:32. The other one I just told you about, that was after 12. Yes. It's a lot going on, family, that the news is not reporting. Yes. But here at the Melchizedek News, we're going to keep you up to date. So basically, there's a high risk of earthquake activity. The San Andreas has been active as well. We must be paying attention. I think I have one more. And let me find it because I don't see it right here. But I do know that outside of Oklahoma City, they were rocked with a 5.1 over the last, 36 hours? They just had that in the Oklahoma City area. So, and matter of fact, they had some aftershocks as well that was kind of minor, but they had a few right after that. A lot going on to pay attention to. Lots of earthquake activity, high wind alerts. And on top of that, don't think because those that's in the East Coast, my family that's online right now, we have something that is brewing your way. So let's sum it all up. California, this storm is dire. There's going to be high winds, so we're definitely seeing power outages already. Intense flooding that is going to continue through Tuesday. Okay? Possibilities of mudslides, landslides. Okay? If you don't have to go out, don't go out. Don't go out. Okay? Because this is a serious situation. People, all these little sight seekers, like you like to get your little social media on and want to go out there and see what's going on at the ocean. No. You need to stay your tail in the house. Okay. And East Coast, we got some things brewing your way because as I mentioned, there are tornado warnings and watches in the Florida area, particularly because there's activity that's going on in the Atlantic that is going to also start escalating over the next 24 to 48 hours. So we got a system that is busy on one coast and the other coast is also about to get busy. So y'all need to be alert and stay on alert. Stay aware and stay prepared. All right. Do I make it clear about the weather and how serious this situation is? Quite frankly, really, especially those I really pray that a lot of people could have just left the area for this because this is really looking really bad with this flooding. They are calling this, and they like to hype people up, but you just never know when it might be that time. But they are saying that they have not seen a storm. They're calling this the Noah's Ark of storms. They're saying that they haven't seen anything to this magnitude in over 1,000 years. That's what's coming to the west coast of California. That's what they're calling it, Noah's Ark. Okay, I made my point. Okay, let's get a few other headlines here. Okay. Let me see, what will I go to next? I will go to, let's go to number 5. Sister Kaz, I'm going to number 5. Thank you to my sisters of Zion holding me down. I know sometimes I can be a little impromptu and all over the place, but man, y'all, it's hard doing the news. It be so much going on. We living in some really trying times. You know, it's exciting times, but it's dire times too. So remember, I reported that there was a dog napping situation that some people had stole this lady's dog right outside of Whole Foods, and she jumped on top of their car and played superhero. Well, there's been an arrest made. Yes, an arrest is made in a dog theft where the victim clung to the hood of the getaway car in LA. That's right. Authorities have arrested a suspect in connection with the theft of a French bulldog from a woman in downtown Los Angeles. The suspect was identified as Sadie Slater, 21 years old. Look at that, 21 years old. And it was another person involved. Okay, let me see, straight one. The dog's name was Onyx. Anyway, there's been an arrest because the footage of that was amazing. Remember, who said it's all good, Sister Kaz? Sister Kaz, that footage was amazing, right? The way the girl jumped on top of the car. She was like, I'm going after my dog. But anyway, I guess if y'all wondering why did they kidnap this dog and was, I guess these bulldogs, I think that's what it was, a bulldog, they are in high demand, and on the online, you know, especially like the black market, you can get a lot of money for these type of dogs. And so that's why they're in demand. And it was this whole big old thing. But the footage is there, the link is there. It was incredible. She turned into Wonder Woman and jumped on top of the car and was like, I'm going to get my dog, which she was unsuccessful, but they did make an arrest. I hope she gets her doggy back. Amen. Okay, what we got next? What we got next? Okay, let me see. Number 6, let me see. I think I reported this. This might be a repeat. That is, I mentioned this already about the 5.1 magnitude earthquake that rattled near Oklahoma City. And then they've had several aftershocks. As a matter of fact, family, I just want to clarify. It came in as a 5.4, but they downgraded it. So they saying that even in parts of Missouri and surrounding states, they felt that rattle. It was pretty strong. So this is not things to, really minimize, like, oh, it's nothing. No, it's serious. And these earthquakes are, right now, it's popping. It's popping. Okay, what I got next? Okay, next, let me see what this is. This has something to do. This is USA Today. Let me see. You rank USA. Okay, let's see. USA Today. Number 7. The U.S. strikes on Iran-backed groups continue in a second day. It said new sites in Yemen targeted. Let's talk about this for a second. The U.S. and Britain, because there's so much going on, the war drums are beating. The U.S. and Britain launched another wave of attacks on Saturday targeting Iran-backed groups, striking 36 Houthi targets in Yemen on Saturday, following strikes targeting Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Force and militias in Iraq and in Syria. That's why I said, Mr. Secretary of Defense, we do not have time for your little shenanigans, okay? Because it's serious things going on. So speaking of that, I want to mention about this whole situation because this is my opinion and I have a right to my opinion. But Sister Chayah, she's going to give you her opinion because that's what she does. We just had these 3 young military. I think it was 2 young men and or it might have been 2 young women and a man, whatever. It was 3 young people of color that got let's say unalived, because sometimes you gotta use code in this situation overseas with this drone attack. So Mr. Biden, yeah, they're using that as their front. We're gonna call it out front to really be like, well, we gonna have to go ahead and go on full out attack. My question is, and this is why I have to put my opinion in here. When have y'all just really ever really just truly cared about colored folks? I mean, y'all telling me that y'all finna start a full blown to the fifth power war because they killed those three young colored military young men and women? Is that what you want me to believe? Because I know people that's still waiting on their reparations from this whole Tuskegee situation that didn't happen a long time ago, and all kind of other incidents, and how y'all treat the veterans and all, and oh, I can go on and on and on. So you telling me that at the end of the day, this is why we need to go over here and start this whole war situation. Okay, make it make sense to me. I just wanted to say that. Okay, let's go to the next headline because that's what they said. This is what they're saying. Y'all just really care about us so much. Just like y'all cared so much about everybody that you was like, everybody, y'all need to take this play injection because we just care so much about y'all health. I just didn't know that y'all cared about us this much. And that's why I'm just, I'm wanting to ask because Sister Chayah wants to know. And I know I'm not the only one. Anyway, let me go to the next Melchizedek news headline. Okay. These are the things that I be thinking about. Because it just seemed like all of a sudden we got a true escalation with this war in the Middle East. And you're trying to use three faces of our brothers and sisters to say this is the reason for it. Speaking of that, impromptu, Sister Kaz, I got to go to the scriptures because it made me think about something as this war escalates. I'm going to the sealed portion. Some may know of this book, some may not, but it is the final testament of Jesus Christ, Yeshua the Christ, the Messiah. And I want to read something in regards to war. And I just want to put this out there because I know that there are people from around the world watching this. And I just want to give you a little knowledge about what the scriptures of our Messiah say about war and what the prophets, the ancient prophets warned us about, with these times. So check this out. In the sealed portion, chapter 27 and verse 69, because over here at the Melchizedek News, you just don't get the news headlines. You get some precepts and you get some spiritual wisdom. In 27 and 69 of the sealed portion, and I'm going to start right above there where it says, "For behold, throughout the history of the children of men, there have been countless wars and much misery because of the families and the nations that you have allowed to exist among you." Okay? And I have seen in the latter days, this is the ancient prophet Moroni speaking. He says, "And I have seen in the latter days that this same pride and arrogance that is spawned by the feeling of your family and your country, all that patriotism that, they saying that they need to just escalate this war, all this patriotism, that hopefully I said the word right. Y'all know, being patriotic and all. These feelings have, it says, of pride and arrogance that is spawned by the feeling of your family and your country, even the same feeling of hatred of other nations is the cause that sends many souls into the spirit world." That's right, unprepared for what they shall experience there. Because just like those three young men and the young women that they just showed, that they're all of a sudden we got to escalate this war and we're going to use them as the scapegoat, and so now they've passed away and hopefully they were prepared, but many aren't, is what the scripture says. Many souls are, they said, go into the spirit world unprepared for what they shall experience there. "For there shall be many who are soldiers who shall die in battle, thinking that they are heroes." Yeah, because that's what y'all trying to tell them. Oh, they heroes. Telling them, thinking that they are heroes and that they have died defending their country. Okay, USA, I'm talking to you and the rest. It says, "But that they shall They shall enter into the spirit world and remain in a state of misery and hell as they observe the real intent of their leaders in sending them to a war against their brothers and sisters of another country. Because it's not right. And it's because of the leaders, your pride and your arrogance. We just wanted to let you know that those that follow the Messiah, we see you. All right, next on the Melchizedek news, little scripture there, little few precepts. Okay, where are we at next? Okay, we're at number 8. Number 8 on the Melchizedek news hour. Yes, Brother Scorpio, that was in the seal portion, chapter 27. It is a must read to really understand war. Because men and these leaders are putting on these false pretenses and telling the world, oh, it's okay for us to go and do this. They took out 3 of our military officials, and we finna go do this. As a matter of fact, since I'm there, on chapter 27, 77, and 78, let me give you a couple of more since I'm there. Because we don't do anything traditional with this news channel. Okay, this is the Melchizedek news. It says in 77, and there, matter of fact, let me see, do I start there? And there has not been a time when there have not existed these wars and rumors of wars according to the desires of Hasatan, Satan, little Lucy. Yeah, his desires. And those of you that shall receive these things shall read of some of the great wars that have existed among the children of men and among the nations of the earth. And there is no such thing as a righteous war. Did you hear that, sisters and brothers? There's no such thing as a righteous war. No such thing. 78 says, yea, there is no such thing as a war that was started and blessed by our Father. Not our Father. For behold, God, the Most High, Elohim, the great I am, would never command his children to kill one another. It's not him. He don't do that. He doesn't command his children to kill each other. Yeah, that would be man and the wicked ones, the evildoers of the world. Yes. Let me repeat that. For behold, God would never command his children to kill one another. But these wars, yeah, like the one right now, these wars, they are caused by the God of this world, who is Satan. Yeah, I called you out, little Lucy, this morning. I called you out. And it is Satan that has blessed these wars and given the power to one nation to destroy another. All you're doing, Hasatan, and we see you and we're calling you out. That is the work of wicked men, wicked leaders. God is not ordaining and authorizing war against his children. Okay, I just thought y'all might want to know that. For somebody may be new on this channel. Now you just heard it. That was in the scriptures. That is ancient biblical scripture. The final testament of Christ. You just got a good nugget right there. All right. Now we're going on to number 8. Amen. And we have an outbreak of measles in Los Angeles County. Yep, among other things going on, we got an outbreak of war, outbreak of crime, an outbreak of floods, an outbreak of earthquakes. Now we got an outbreak of measles in Los Angeles County. A case of measles has been detected in Los Angeles County, and the Department of Public Health is warning of potential exposure to the public. Okay, here we go again. Potential exposure. So, just so y'all aware, we're not going to go into it any further than that. They're saying that we have a measles outbreak among all the rest of the outbreaks that we have. Ooh, I tell y'all, is it not just so much? Right? It's just so much. How y'all doing in the chat? Click the like button, family. She's lit today. It's so much going on though with these headlines. Plus, I'm telling y'all, it started with the Secretary of Defense. He just got under my skin, and I was like, "Look here, sir, look here." Anyway, number 9. Okay. Oh yes, thank you. I forgot who sent me this. I don't know which one of my brothers and sisters. And thank you for my sisters and brothers that be sending me headlines. I appreciate y'all. I try to get to all of them as best that I can. Y'all be sending me like some really good things. And one of y'all sent me this yesterday, I believe. It says, this is coming from the New York Post. Ex-UPS worker dressed in uniform kills 3 in front of 2 kids during a home invasion. Ex-UPS worker dressed in uniform. Now, he don't even work for UPS no more, but he put the uniform on, though, and went to go do some devilment. So I'm telling y'all about these thuggalicious bandits. It says a former UPS worker dressed in uniform killed 3 adults. Look at these demons in front of 2 children during an armed break-in at a Minnesota home. Alonzo Pierre Migo, 37, was charged Monday with 3 counts of second-degree murder. Amigo, he says Amigo allegedly showed up at the Jugworth's door, this is the people's home, wearing a UPS uniform, his former employer, because he don't work there no more, before forcing himself into the home and holding Shannon and Mario at gunpoint with their 2 children, and then killed these folks. That's what you call thuggalicious satanic bandits. Yeah, I didn't add it to that. He just came up with a whole little scam. You see how they be thinking, how brazen these little satanic little criminals are right now? He like, yeah, I'm gonna wear my old uniform and then I'm gonna go to their house. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna gain entry. And sir, you've been exposed and now you're locked up. Yes, you need to repent. You need to repent. Yeah, you're gonna have to face your consequences. All right, number 10. All these little creative ways these criminals is coming up with. These are the most creative criminals ever. All right, number 10 is a video for those. It is some good information on here. It says emergency executive order signed. There's a nationwide alert about these major power outages. And this one here, matter of fact, Big Papa Banner. Big Papa Banner. Yep. Mr. Patriarch himself. He sent this over to Sistah Chayah. Thank you, Big Papa Banner. We love you over here at the Melchizedek News. He was like, send this to Sistah Chayah. Thank you. All kind of major outages. You need to click on this link, family, because it's talking about how all these different cyber attacks that are happening around the nation is causing all these different businesses, hospital establishments to go offline. And that's jeopardizing the health of people. Banking systems, they coming offline because it's a lot of cyber attacks happening right now. These are things the news is not talking about. Everything is collapsing is what I'm trying to tell you. It's coming down. They just not talking about it. It's coming down. Thank you, Papa Banner. Thank you, Big Papa Banner. All right, number 11. For those that care, the 49ers versus the Chiefs. It says prediction odds on how to watch the Super Bowl 2024. The Super Bowl is next Sunday. For those that watch football, I really don't care about sports. Brother Joseph and I, we not into them like we used to be. But we probably will watch some commercials because I do like those commercials and have me some appetizers. But at the end of the day, the reason why I'm really watching, woo, I don't know. This might be an interesting. It may be some things go down at this Super Bowl. I don't know, because allegedly, these like world elite, they like to talk in code, and I heard some things that they were saying. Yeah, so I'll be watching just because who knows? It might be like a movie scenario or something. You know what I'm saying? Sum of all fears. You just never know. You never know. Maybe I've been watching movies too much. I ain't the only one. Y'all know I'm not the only one guilty of this. Okay, number 12. But I'll be keeping my eye on the Super Bowl next Sunday. All right, number 12. Pharmaceutical companies, they raising prices for over 900 drugs amid historic negotiations. That's right, they raising the price on these over-the-counter drugs. That's because we need to get off these medications as best we can. Look at Jason Lee. You're a conspiracy theorist. Absolutely, brother Jason. Birds of a feather, we flock together. Yes. It says that as the federal government seeks to rein in drug prices, pharmaceutical companies this year have been raising prices on hundreds of name brands. All right. So y'all medicines is about to go up. Okay. So at the end of the day, my recommendation is, try to do your best to for alternative. I know it's so hard because there's a lot of people that are dependent on these medications. But look at, they already saying 900 drugs. They finna raise the price. They gonna make it to the point where I'm sure it's gonna be unfeasible for a lot of seniors. Right. Sister Kaz put in the chat where natural, holistic remedies, because there's all kind of things. Sister Peggy, blessed by Yah, check out her channel, Blessed by Yah, here on YouTube. She's been doing all kind of videos on things like how you can eat more healthy, and be on a meatless diet. You can do it, and you can go plant-based. Also, different like natural remedies, talking about the lemon balm plant and all those significant things that it can help you. So you can go natural. Yes, it's things you can do. The Father has given us, knowledge on how to take care of ourselves while we're here. We've just got complacent with what these wicked leaders done told us. And we all should know at this point, all the food is jacked up because don't nothing tastes the same. Is anybody else in the chat remember, like, what was that, like over a good 30 years ago when Oreos were actually good and Chip Ahoy's like good? Now, if you eat them, they just taste like some fake cookies. So that's all I'm saying is when you know better, you do better. Or at least you should. So that's what Sister Chayah is recommending. Look into some natural, holistic medicine type things that you can put into your system without taking all these drugs. All right, where we at, Sister Kaz? We are on number 13. Number 13 on the Melchizedek News Hour. Okay, Fox News. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail about this, but there is Fox News. Okay, OnlyFans murder. A suspect crime family. This heading just even makes my head spin. Suspected crime family. The parents hacked into the victim's laptop. The Texas parents of an OnlyFans model arrested in Miami for her boyfriend's stabbing death have been likened to a crime family. There's video here after warrants in this case revealed that they allegedly discussed on how to break into the victim's computer after taking it from the couple's apartment. Okay, this is a complicated headline here, but it's been all over the mainstream news in the last few days about a young lady who was on OnlyFans, okay, which a lot of these young women and young men, y'all need to get off this OnlyFans and quit showing y'all tails. Get off of there. Yes. She on there trying to get some money. Okay. What I think this story is really more or less about, okay, this is Sister Chayah, this is allegedly what I'm thinking, is that they was trying to get into his laptop because he had some incriminating information like video, maybe pictures of this young lady, probably, you know what I'm saying? And they got into it. Matter of fact, the video is here of them getting into it. And her family got involved. And next thing you know, he was unalive. That's what that's really about. See, I'm telling y'all, this how I have to do. She have to get her Johnny Cochran. I call it Shani because that's my nickname, Shani. My Shani Cochran glasses out. And when I look at some of these cases and these headlines in the news, I be like, They be trying not to give you the details. But on this particular situation, this is what's going on. Because right underneath it was another situation with another young lady. Let me go to that one. That was on OnlyFans. And this one was last year. This OnlyFans is of the devil. Really, a lot of this online stuff we know is tools of Satan. But let's talk about what's going on with OnlyFans. Now, this is something recent that just happened. Right underneath it was another young lady last year that killed a brother. Same situation right here. Stabbed him to death over them arguing about this OnlyFans situation. I'm seeing some things. Who knows? The boyfriend could have been trying to pimp out the girl and stuff. Because, it's a whole lot going on with this, with sex trafficking, human trafficking, trafficking of people, and everybody trying to get money off the labor of people. So, I see more to this. To be continued. That's all I got to say. Yeah. Because that's what number 14 was. Same thing. 13 and 14, y'all. In Miami, OnlyFans model charged with boyfriend's murder after a bloody fight. And then they ruled it self-defense. She getting off with self-defense. And this other young lady, her family, they trying to get off with self-defense too. This other young girl, she trying to get off with self-defense. What's really going on, OnlyFans? Y'all need to be shut down. Need to be shut down. So now we got 2 young men that have been murdered dealing with young women, and it's tied to OnlyFans. All I'm saying here is there's more going on with this website. And it's going to come out. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. You better believe she is. Okay, number 15. Number 15. From Yahoo News, we got a former nurse is accused of stealing fentanyl from Conway Medical Center. A former registered nurse, look at these people, see? A former registered nurse with Conway Medical Center, and this is out of South Carolina. Matter of fact, it says Horry County, South Carolina. She has been accused of unlawfully obtaining fentanyl from the hospital, according to the Department of Health and Environmental Control. She was arrested. Her name is Tammy Cole on January 31st after the Conway Medical Center reached out to the department suspecting a possible fentanyl theft. She must have took a lot. But wait a minute. She said she a former registered nurse. So how does she have access? What the headline say? Accused of stealing. She must have been using some kind of credentials and getting her hold to the fentanyl. That's how I'm looking at it. Anyway, that's going on there. Through an override. So she's overriding the system or something. Wait a minute, y'all. On another night, it said Cole was accused of removing fentanyl through override and did not receive a physician's order. Another time, Cole is accused of removing fentanyl through override and fraudulently inputting a physician's order without the physician's approval. In another situation, she's accused of removing vials of the fentanyl for a patient who was on a fentanyl drip. Dang, man, she clever. See what I'm saying? Y'all, these Thuggalicious bandits, they getting super creative. Super creative. Wow. Talk about elaborate scam there. Okay. Number 16 on the Melchizedek News. Woo! I'm telling y'all, I be reading some of these headlines. I be like, woo, people they on one. Okay. Yahoo News again. Teacher sexually touched students and filmed boys in the public pool locker room. Teacher sexually touched students, filmed boys in public pools in the locker room. Where is this at? What's this at? A Montong man repeatedly sexually touched students at school while working as a supply teacher in the fall 2022. Filmed boys. This is why I keep saying take your kids out of these schools and the school systems, because it's too many things going on with these old, Thuggalicious bandits, pedos, and all these people taking jobs that got issues, messing with your kids. There go another one. There's another one. Okay, what we got? Another teacher. Goodness. If this don't make you realize that you need to teach your children and do homeschool, you and your family and your neighbors, couple family members get together and do y'all own little homeschool program. When you read these headlines with all these teachers and people that's in positions of leadership at these schools around these children, it really should it really should start to sink in now that it's time. All right, so what I got here? Okay, where I'm at. There she go. 17. Okay, let's talk about him too. Yahoo.com. A former Florida sheriff office lieutenant. I was disappointed. It says a former Florida sheriff office lieutenant charged with COVID loan fraud. Everybody been getting in trouble with these PPE loans. Man, they had so much stuff going on with this play injection situation. Oh, the pandemic got everybody caught up in so many ways. A former Broward Sheriff Office lieutenant was charged last month with COVID loan fraud. Prosecutors announced Friday. In the latest in a string of loan fraud arrests involving deputies. So he wasn't the only one, look, involving deputies at the sheriff's office. See? That's why I keep this. It ain't just him. It said deputies at the sheriff's office. More than one. They all over here scamming and getting these COVID loans. Shame on y'all. That's why Sistah Chayah got to call y'all out. Sheriff's office. Thugalicious bandits. But we ain't surprised because we know the majority of those that are working for the fraternal order of police. Excuse me, you all. Right now I'm picturing Sister Ruette because every time I say oh my. Anyway, he's arrested and sounds like more of his comrades. They finna be arrested too down there in Florida. Be cutting up, man. That's one state. I don't know. I think it's all these states, but it's just certain states. When I go through these headlines, they be cutting up in Florida. Texas be cutting up. California. The whole East Coast. Man, be cutting up. All right, number 18. Number 18 is. Oh, okay. That's a good link. It says sex trafficking. It's a link here. It says sex trafficking survivor details her experience, and the reason why I included that link. So Risha said California is a hot mess. Yes. Texas, Florida too, Georgia. I included that link because this young lady told her story, but what was interesting in it was tied to the cartels. That's what I saw there that really caught my eye. Is about this trafficking situation. They're saying that the cartels are really the ones in charge of this, kind of like regulating this whole situation. So it's a good read because I learned some things there. Yes, Sister Risha, what part of California you in? Let us know so I can keep you up to date on these weather updates. Because really, that whole state right now, y'all under alert. So, all right, number 19. Let me see what I got here. I talked about this the other day. Police, they had made an arrest. They finally made an arrest, even though he was right there on YouTube. But it says the police arrest the Pennsylvania man who allegedly killed his dad and displayed his decapitated head on YouTube. Okay, you're in San Bernardino. Yep, y'all under alert. You already know. It said that Pennsylvania police arrested Justin Mon on January 31st, allegedly killing his dad and displaying his severed head on a video on YouTube. For those of you that weren't with Melchizedek News the other day, I reported on this case. This was a young man that basically slaughtered his father, yes, on YouTube. Yes, he did, live on YouTube. And what's crazy about that, yes, YouTube, I'm calling you out too. Sistah Chayah ain't scared of nobody. They left the video up for 6 hours. Over 6 hours. And it got circulated to all kind of other social media platforms, to X, whichever, Twitter X, whatever you want to call it. They left the video up for 6 Hours. And then they was like, we need to like start policing the internet a little bit more. How many times have they done shown all kind of like, crazy situations, especially like, let's just say crazy situations on YouTube Live and Facebook Live, and then they don't really step to the plate with any kind of accountability. Our AI didn't catch it. And the boy was on there for 6 hours with the dad's head all on the YouTube, and they kept it up. They know what they was doing. They knew what they was doing. Y'all can't fool us over here at the Melchizedek News. Anyway. All right, let's get to the next one. Okay, number 20. Number 20. What we got? So today I had to unfold a lot, y'all. We already here at the hour. She's gonna go over just a little because I had to report all this breaking weather updates, okay, which is much more important. But we got a ministry group allowed teens. Look at that. That's coming out of Fort Worth, Texas. A ministry group allowed teens to be sexually abused by a sex offender. A Texas dad is suing 3 ministry groups, and a fraternity at the Texas A&M University, saying that they allowed his teenage son to be around a convicted sex offender. There we go again. Talking about these schools, colleges, and so forth, organizations, busting them out. This is a continuing thing. Take your kids out of these schools. Y'all gonna see that I'm right. Because this stuff is just gonna continue to get worse. You gonna see that Sistah Chayah is right. I'm telling y'all, I'm giving you some good advice. Here go another one. That's why I'm bringing out all these headlines that I've seen. Shalom, hola. Look at this. Fox News. A Florida man who worked for Disney Cruise Line arrested on child pornography charges. You can't even take your children on the Disney cruise. This is what I'm saying, y'all. It's over. It's just this system is just I can't. A Florida man was arrested for possession of child pornography on Wednesday, according to Broward County. Alvin Gonzalez, 49, a former employee on the Disney Cruise Line. Homeland Security was investigating. They got him. I wonder how long, though, that this little thugalicious bandit was operating. Working on the Disney cruise. Yes, you did the right thing, Sister Richard. I took my baby out these schools and I ain't looked back. Sister Richard. Smart mom right there. Smart mother. All right, number 22. Y'all see that on the Disney cruise. It ain't safe nowhere. It's not safe anywhere. And, allegedly, Disney in general, they got a reputation with the kids. All right, Yahoo News. This is coming out of, let me see, New York. New York high schooler accused of stabbing 2 students. They said he acted in self-defense, so the charges have been dropped. Here go to schools again. This just happened last week. A teen charged with stabbing 2 fellow students. This was a fight inside of their Queens high school. This is in Queens. Will not be prosecuted after social media video backed up his contention that he was jumped by a large group. It said instead the 2 17-year-olds who were stabbed Thursday, this was just Thursday, at the Martin Van Buren High School in Queens, one of whom had been investigated for his role in 2 shootings. One of the students that got deceased, look, he was involved in 2 shootings, including a murder. And then he said had been charged in gang assault. The other teen was charged with gun possession. So stabbing happened at 1:20 at the school. They didn't try to jump this child. Let me see. How old was he? He was 14 years old. 14-year-old student told them that the 2 boys had an altercation and one of them, Susan, had pulled out a knife. So, yep, this is what's going on at the schools. New York high schooler accused of stabbing 2 students. He didn't kill them, did he? No, they just stabbed them. They didn't die. This is what's going on at these schools. 23. And this was a story here in Hawaii. A man suspected of throwing acid on a visiting Chinese teacher a day after he was released from jail. Sebastian Makwa, yep, this is coming out of the Hawaiian Islands, has been charged with second-degree attempted murder in connection with the alleged attack. This was the man that threw the chemicals on this lady. He threw chemicals. Police in Hawaii have arrested and charged the man in connection with an alleged acid attack. Look at that, acid attack on a woman in Honolulu. The victim has been identified. She was a 25-year-old teacher from China. This is not the only attack like this. This is why it's on the Melchizedek news, because it's been another chemical-related attack. I'm seeing like she got her Perry Mason glasses on, because I'm seeing a connection here. There's another case. This is coming from Fox News as well. And this one says a migrant in corrosive substance attack is offender who converted to Christianity to claim asylum. Let me read it again. Migrant in corrosive substance attack is a sex offender who converted to Christianity to claim asylum. But this is not after he threw some chemicals on a family, an Afghan migrant man. And that's what the news heading says. An Afghan migrant man who was wanted for maiming a mother and her 2 daughters. It says it's a corrosive substance attack, and this is in London. And I'm bringing this out so that you can be vigilant, because there may be more situations of this kind. Yes, Sister Anaya said that happened here in UK. Yep, that's what it says. And that's a chemical attack. Now, there's one, these are both around the same time. There's one that just happened here in Hawaiian Islands. There's one there in the UK. And this says this is involving a migrant man. Chemical attack, throwing chemicals on people, maiming and hurting them. Be vigilant. Things are going down. They're not talking about these things. Okay. Number 25. And we're almost winding down, people. We got it. Fox News, a veteran female boxer. Okay, we got a female boxer that rips, it says, Daily USA boxing move, allowing transgenders to fight women. Yes, this is what she's mad. She said a female former competitive boxer is slamming one of the sport's top governing bodies over a decision to allow biological males to fight against women in the ring, warning that it will result in women getting hurt and an opportunity to be taken from a female boxer. Yes, they're allowing transgenders to box women. First of all, when I think that, the first thing came to Sistah Chayah mind was, this is my opinion, but I don't even feel like women should even be boxing. First of all, do y'all think the Most High want any of his children to be boxing? All it is fighting your brothers and sisters. It's just, all these things is just not, it's rooted in darkness. It really is. Boxing, period. I mean, yeah, do they make a lot of money? But they fighting other people. It's ugly. And now they got transgenders are going to be fighting women. Okay, that's why I had to report it. What we got next? Let me get them here. Next. Tell me how y'all feel about that in the chat. Yes. I'm just reporting the headlines, but I would like to know y'all thoughts. Okay, we got next is winding down. Ooh, I had a lot of headlines. Okay, number 26. Number 26. Number 26 is, Carl Weathers. Y'all remember the actor that played Apollo Creed in the movie Rocky? Well, he passed away at 76. Man, that's a great picture of him. Let me see if I can put that up there. That's a great picture of him. He looks so in shape. That was him in his prime. But yeah, the actor that played Apollo Creed in Rocky, he played in a number of other movies too. He just passed away. suddenly. Yeah, he was an advocate for the planjection. Yeah, he was one of those. And he said he was fully, he had taken them all, and they didn't list the cause of death, but he just recently passed away suddenly at 76. That's what's going on out here. All right. Last but not least, let me see. We got our last headline for the day. I need some drums in the live chat. This is our last headline of the day. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, this is a good one, too. Man, now we had UPS in the headline earlier. Now we got the United States Post Office. Okay. Drums in the live chat for this last Melchizedek news headline. All right, and this is coming out of Miami. And it says that we have a USPS, that's the United States Postal Server worker, got $500,000 in disability for injuries, but vacationed and was exercising and everything. The feds say, wait a minute. They said that it's a woman. She's a United States Postal Service worker. She got $500,000, y'all, in disability, baby. Yes, she did. She was ripping them off left and right. She done got a $500,000. I'm like, where they do that at? How she do that? See, them Thugalicious Bandits. I told y'all the theme of today is these criminals are getting just brilliant with their ideas. It says that a U.S. Postal Service employee collected $500,000 in disability benefits that she didn't deserve. That's right. They said according to federal prosecutors who have accused her of lying about her physical capabilities, the 55-year-old woman of Tampa, Florida, I told y'all to go Florida again. They cutting up down there in Florida. She hid how she went on multiple vacations and she was exercising while collecting disability payments, according to the indictment. She's accused of defrauding the government of benefits since 2008. So that's how they came up to $500,000. She has been defrauding the system since 2008. The woman started receiving monthly payments after she reported that she injured her back and a shoulder at work in 2000, and after filing a second claim about workplace stress in 2001. The woman is accused of faking. This is the true definition, and I'm going to fake it until I make it. It said the woman is accused of faking her true medical condition to the doctors who were treating her and lying on yearly forms to keep them checks coming. She said, I got to keep them checks coming, y'all. To the sum of $500,000. And now she's arrested and gonna be in jail. See what I'm saying? It's time to repent because sin does not pay. Oh my goodness. Y'all, she was like, my neck. She, wait a minute, hold on. My shoulder. Then they caught her all down there at the Bahamas. They hired a private investigator. And they saw her all in Jamaica and stuff, flexing. She probably posted on social media and stuff. You know how everybody do. They just get clumsy and careless, these criminals. These Thugalicious Bandits don't be thinking. And the next thing you know, she was all on Instagram like, yeah. And they was like, gotcha. I love you, family. Thank y'all for joining the Melchizedek News Hour. This time it was a little over. It was 1 hour and 14 minutes. But hey, I love y'all if y'all love me. Hey, the weather, it's a lot going on. California, y'all are in my prayers. Take all these alerts serious. Be prepared for anything. Power outages, flooding, winds, everything. Look out for your neighbors. East Coast, it's on the way. Florida, y'all on alert for tornado warnings and watches this evening. I love you all, family. With real love, real respect. Thank you, moderators. Thank you so much for always holding me down. Thank you to those that joined the live chat. I appreciate you supporting my channel with your like, because that's all I ask. Just click the like button and subscribe. We have fun over here at the Melchizedek News. All right. I love you all. I see you, Sister Ruette. I love you. I'll see y'all in a few days. Thank you, Sister Kaz. I appreciate you so much. Shalom. Shalom, Big Papa Banner. Thank you for the headlines. Yes. I see you there, Ola. Much love. Yes. Real love, real respect. That's the hashtag. If y'all see it online, that's the hashtag for Melchizedek News. Hashtag real love, real respect. RLRR. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Join me tomorrow for that message about depression. It'll be a good one. Be well, family. Shalom and aloha.